Grand Rising family. I just was up chilling. I said I'm gonna make a video about miserable, miserable people and jealous people. It's like the saying, it go hand in hand. I think misery, any miserable person is a jealous person, or maybe I don't know. But I don't know what caused misery. I don't know what caused a person to be miserable. First off, but I think it's an incurable disease because I ain't never seen a person overcome misery. I just see them people be miserable to the end, no matter how they try to portray themselves. Like a miserable person might be the most happy, most bubbliest person you seen, the most coolest and everything. But once you get around them and get to know them, you ain't even got to get to know them sometimes to see the misery. But it's some people that hide it, and once you get around them, oh, that misery gonna come out. Like a few signs of what miserable people do, like miserable people blame everybody for their downfalls, and they use everybody as an excuse for the dumb shit they do. Like I know miserable niggas that mess up their money and do shit out here, fuck up their money in the streets and then blame it on other people. You know what I mean? I know miserable niggas that rob shit, rob people, and blame it on people why they do it. And I know miserable females. They always, no matter what they do, it's somebody's fault. It's somebody's fault the why they did that. Even if they whores, if they go mess with 20 niggas, they'll find somebody to blame that on, that why they did that, other than blame themselves. Another sign of a miserable person, they always gotta have somebody around. That's why that saying, misery needs company, that's the fucking truth. You know what I mean? I think a miserable person can probably turn you into one if you that weak. I don't know. Because I know miserable people who I know that's miserable, they always got some friend or somebody they talk to. They always need somebody. They can't never be alone. They can't never go without somebody to talk to. And I wonder why. I wonder why they do that. I know a miserable person like they'd be cool with this person one day, and they'd be friends, and then find something to be mad at that person about, and then jump to the next person, talk bad against everybody else in the world with this person, be friends with them, then fall out with them, and then jump back to another person, be friends with them, find a way to not like them, and then they'll go find a new person that they're friends with, cool with, then find something bad about them. They just flip flop people a lot, and they always get into it with somebody. Like I ain't never seen a miserable person that ain't into it with everybody that they come across. They always want to be a part of something, I think that's because misery loves company. You know what I mean? You can never love the misery out of no one, no matter what you do positive, no matter what you do good for that person. The more you do good and the more love you show to them, they gonna take that as a weakness. They gonna think you weak because a miserable person don't love themselves. So they don't love something they did in their life makes them so miserable that they don't love themselves and they can't receive real love. The only thing they attract to is fake love and fake shit. You know what I mean? Because it's easier to deal with a person that's miserable too, like them, or a bad person. Because if you a good person, all you gonna do is you gonna reflect your goodness off, and they gonna see all the badness they got into themselves, and it's gonna make them more miserable. So all they gonna do the whole time is try to bring you down while you with them. So no matter how much love you try to show, no matter what you do, man, if you trying to inspire them or build up your situation, even if you with a miserable person, they're always gonna find a way to tear down that situation or to try to bring havoc and chaos to your situation. It never fails. I done seen it. I done been a part of that, man. I done been around a miserable person, and no matter how much I tried to love that person or whatever, matter what I did, every time I came around with something positive or I done found out something new or let's do this to make us better, our situation better. It was always something to go against it, you know and then to the point where I'm by myself, you know, like I'm by myself. I don't bother nobody. I take care of my children, and I just stick to myself. I'm trying to better myself like I always have. And these miserable people still try to find reasons to use me as an excuse for the stuff they're doing or stuff they're going through, and still try to find ways to tear me down. You know, and can't nothing never affect me, but it's crazy to see that. Like, you gotta be a miserable person to go against somebody who's just in their own lane. They're not bothering nobody. Even when I make my videos, I just put out shit I'm doing, information. I don't feel like I'm trying to inspire the world or nothing, but I say something I'm not doing. Like, I don't eat this or such and such, such and that. People get affected by that. They'll try to pinpoint. They see you doing something positive. They'll try to pinpoint and point out something that you doing that they can be like, aha, you doing that though. And these people ain't doing 25% of the shit you doing. For real, that's to help they self. You can see that that's a miserable person. It's just misery in all type of people. It be people like that. You out here, you trying to, put a, you out here living your life. You ain't even trying to put no message out here. You just living your life and doing your thing. And a person to look at what you doing and start feeling crappy about their life. You still inspiring them because they trying to keep up with you and trying to do what you doing, and you ain't. They don't even exist in your eyes. Like, you don't even know them. I see that going on, man. Like, misery being all type of people, man. It's a demon, and they can't get rid of it, man. They want to bring you down. You could do, no matter what you do for them. Then they go out and make. I know miserable people that go out and make bad decisions, do bad, dumb things, and then blame it against you for for their decisions. Like, you ain't even seen these motherfuckers in years or something. It just be miserable, man. That's a bad spirit, man. Yeah, I stay away from miserable people, family, whatever y'all do, man. But it's signs of a miserable person. Nothing that would never make them happy, man. And they be jealous of you. That's that jealous spirit. If you doing something, a person be like, "Well, I do that too, and I'm gonna try to do this too, and I'm doing that." Hey, come on, ain't no competition with nobody. Jealous motherfucker. You know, we all trying to get right out here. I ain't saying this nobody personally. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying this typical signs of miserable, jealous people. Like, you can see it. Like, they always into some competition with somebody. They always, getting into it with somebody. They're always blaming somebody for their downfalls and shit they do. A miserable motherfucker, they bills to get fucked up and blame it on somebody else for their bills fucked up, and you the one living your life and control your own destiny. And that's why I stick solo, man. I stay solo out here. I stay away from people, and the more I cut ties with people, the better I'm feeling. I don't call no one. I keep motherfucking numbers on block. I don't deal with people, man. The less I ain't on no social media no more. I see people on YouTube. They the same type of motherfuckers as like on Facebook. These people are just weird, man. But I ain't, I shit. I unsubscribe a motherfucker. I ain't on here trying to get no subscriber. I don't give a fuck about none of that. There's people on here weird too. People weird, miserable, jealous spirits on this shit. These people is just out here weird as hell. That misery and that jealous spirit are a bad one, and it always attract the righteousness. If you trying to do something, now I ain't saying I'm the most righteousest man, but I'm just saying when you living and trying to do something prosperous and righteousness, that spirit gonna come into a person. You gonna see it. It's like that movie. I think it's called Fallen. When the spirits be hopping into it, you can see that jealous and that miserable spirit hop into a person, man. And they're trying to come at you, slick way, come at you nasty, nice, and all that, man. I don't. The miserable people bad, man. They bad, but they can't affect if you. But they will for a certain period of time. But the righteousness overtake that shit anyway, and they still gonna be miserable. And then when you separate from them people, just sit back and watch their ways and actions. Everything they do or they make decisions like they gonna blame it on somebody else. They go back to shit they happened at them as a kid and blame them for the shit they doing as they in their 40s and 50s. like like come on, man. I'm a human too, man. I know what shit happened to a motherfucker. You not gonna just keep using that excuse. And then they steady be doing dumb shit. Like I can see, okay, something happened to you, and and you don't like that shit. People tend not to do that shit no more. But some people just do a whole lot of dumb shit in life and blame that shit on everybody else other than taking accountability for the shit they do, man. And that's the sign of a miserable person. They did this to me. They don't like me. Nobody like me. Nobody love me. So fuck the world. I'ma do this, blah, blah. Nah, man. Nobody think about you. Get your life together, man. Can't keep using people as no excuse, family. That misery that's a bad dude. That misery bad. I ain't seen nobody overcome that. Ain't no medicine for that. Ain't enough love for that. Ain't enough love to overconquer nobody that's miserable, man. And misery brings on stress and depression. You know what I mean? Food, bad food bring on stress and depression too. All that fried food and bad food bring that on. But miserable living and bad decisions, that bring it on. You know, you mess with this person and you fuck up this relationship with this person. Now you out here in the world messing with all these people, and now you miserable and you blaming every damn decision you make out here on the person that you was last with. They the reason I did that. I just seen an old 60-year-old woman today blaming all her shit on every man that she messed with and all that on some nigga she was with 20 years ago. The nigga like, come on, like man, why would you blame that shit on that nigga? That shit was so long ago. It was on one of them shows on YouTube I had watched. Uh, but yeah, man, it's just crazy. Miserable people, they never get out of it. I'm glad I ain't never been miserable. I'm glad I ain't never even been stressed or depressed. I be by myself, living my life. I don't bother nobody. People come to you trying to bother you. You could be just straightforward with a person, and they had come, still come around with some sideways ass shit, slick shit. So that's why I be to myself, man. Or people will under eye you, nitpick everything you do, just so, and you ain't even trying to be perfect. You ain't even trying to be perfect, and the motherfucker still try to nitpick every motherfucking thing you do. Just so they could be like, he doing that. Yeah, he do that. Ha 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 ha. And them motherfuckers doing every goddamn thing under the sun unrighteous. And then what I do, I speak out about unrighteousness. I don't speak about people, but people who do unrighteous shit always feel some kind of way, man. Too though, that could be a whole nother video. You know, they feel some kind of way, and these people don't know that you don't even exist in my thoughts. Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, but watch out for miserable people. No matter how we love, I love y'all miserable people, and I hope y'all get over that. But I don't see it like it's a terrible drug. Y'all have to fight the demons inside of y'all. The shit y'all do. See, everything I ever did in my life, I fight it, and I make sure I ain't make no whole bunch of dumbass decisions, and I don't regret nothing I ever did. Cause I never made stupid decisions. And I don't give a fuck what could have happened to me as a kid. It's still not gonna make me do no dumb decisions. People blame on shit they happened to them as a kid for shit they doing as grown ups. Like what the fuck? I'm not gonna, I never made no bad decisions, man. I never did no motherfucking immoral shit, you know. So I don't regret nothing. I don't regret no woman I ever messed with. I don't regret nothing. You know what I mean? And if it was a bad situation, it was a lesson to me, and I know not to fuck with that person no more. But I don't regret nothing. But people do a lot of shit they regret, and they still be doing it. and blame everybody for the shit they do. Like, come on, man. God damn. Take accountability. That's gonna be the first step to cleansing yourself out of misery. Take accountability for all the shit you done did and do. And then set some goals for yourself and some standards. And be like, I'm not gonna do this type of shit because it make me feel down and miserable. It could be all type of shit. It could be the people you fuck with. It could be what you eat. It could be what you do sexually. It could be what you do out in the work world. You can be how you treat your kid. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? Take accountability for the shit you doing and make sure you don't do that shit no more. And better yourself. It ain't gotta be one thing. People be miserable over all type of stuff. Fight them demons. Shit. That's why I never been miserable, but I couldn't speak on it until I dealt with miserable people. And now I'm by myself. I see like, man, that was some miserable shit, man. They just miserable. And they be around. Misery loves company, man. That's why they keep miserable people around. That's why they shape shift with this person. They play roles with this person. Shape shift, be another person with that person. You know what I mean? You just playing roles, man. You miserable. Yeah, man. That's some crazy shit, man. One love to my people who ain't miserable. Watch out for them. They'll bring you down. Always try to elevate, man. If you see they miserable and you see when you can't help a person, like I was around, somebody and they was miserable and my life was always elevating and I still bettered their life without even trying, without them even allowing me to. Like my life action, the way I was moving, the shit I was eating, and them people still follow that now, and they was miserable, and they doing better in their life, but still miserable. Like, so that miserable be a bad motherfucker, man. Hey, watch out for it, man. And one love, family. This video was long. I really ain't touched the subject. I don't touch my subjects good enough for me, man. I just be talking, man. Nobody gonna listen to this shit, no way. But one love to the ones who do. And if my videos ever make you feel some kind of way, just go unsubscribe from me, man. fuck it. I ain't on here for no damn subscribers and all that shit. I be unsubscribing for people when they say dumb shit. I might give a person a second chance if I listen to another video if I thought they was interesting. But if I see they keep just saying bullshit and dumb shit and ain't saying nothing to elevate, I will unsubscribe. You know? Shit. So go ahead and unsubscribe if you feel like I'm against you. Or there's some shit I say you don't like, go unsubscribe. uh, like, dislike, don't share, and unsubscribe. One love.